When it comes to finances, I find it really helps you approach building your finances as you would approach building a house. You know what you want the house to look like, and you have a specific blueprint for all the various aspects: the structural, the electrical, the plumbing, even the foundation. As you build, you're always able to refer back to the blueprints to make sure the house is built the way you actually intended. Like any structural plan, you begin with the foundation. A strong foundation is designed to ensure that when unexpected calamities confront your house, it's not blown away or shaken apart. In your house foundation, you use concrete and steel. So let's take a look at the items that make up the financial foundation. There are 12 elements in the foundation, all of which are protection oriented. The first two items protect your assets should be something that happen to you should something happen to you medically are your health insurance and your long-term care insurance. How does health insurance protect your assets? The insurance pays the medical bills, so your assets won't have to be depleted. So how's your health, right? Think about it. And then we have your long-term care insurance. That provides similar protection for long-term illnesses or nursing home stays. So how are your parents doing? Are they doing well? Are they gonna be needing any assistance? Are they still young and, you know, exercising? I hope they are. The next two are your property and casualty insurances, which protect you in the event of an accident. That is, auto insurance and homeowners insurance. Many experts advise not to worry so much about covering the minor losses, but be sure you have full replacement coverage in the event of a significant loss. That is, higher deductibles with higher limits would provide a greater degree of coverage than lower deductibles with lower limits. I'm not licensed to help you with any deficiencies in these areas, but I may recommend you consult with your PNC agent at some point to make any changes. Then there is the umbrella liability insurance. This is cost-effective additional protection offered by PNC carriers, usually starting at $1 million. That provides coverage for catastrophic losses exceeding home or auto maximum limits. The umbrella liability insurance kicks in only after your basic PNC coverage leaves off. When your maximum coverage has been exceeded, again, you should consult this with your PNC agent, okay? The next element is the emergency savings. Most experts recommend 4 to 6 months of living expenses in some liquid accounts to absorb those bumps in the road we all might experience at some point in our lives. This element will also show up in the lower right box of the map model, but it's also included here as a protection issue. There are assets that are readily convertible to cash. This savings model not necessarily be in the checking account or money markets fund, but could be in more tax conscientious vehicles such as tax-free municipal bonds. And then you have debt management. Managing debt protects you from risk of erosion of your assets that may occur when you are spending too much of your resources on interest payments. There is a bad debt and not so bad debt. Borrowing to purchase a depreciating asset such as a car is generally considered bad debt. Borrowing for instant gratification such as a vacation may be even worse. But borrowing for an appreciating asset such as a home is generally considered not so bad debt, especially when the interest you pay is tax deductible. The next two items are wills and trusts. These, of course, are paper protection in the form of documents that ensure proper treatment of your assets in the event of your death or incapacitation. To address any concerns in these areas, you would want to consult with a qualified estate planning attorney. Do you have an attorney you'd like to work with? One area that is often overlooked is protecting the continuation of your charitable contributions. Beyond the scope of your life, some people have a desire to continue funding the charities after they are gone that were important during their lifetime. That is why we see foundations, endowments, and scholarship funds that continue on in perpetuity. This may be accomplished with special trusts or through special designation of life insurance beneficiaries. Again, you may want to consult a qualified estate planning attorney. And lastly, you have disability insurance and life insurance. I call these the funding protection. What you are ensuring here is your ability to produce an income. And like home and auto insurance, maximum replacement coverage is generally recommended so that in the event of a death or disability, the lifestyle of the remaining dependents can be maintained, especially with children at home. The worst scenario is when, after losing one parent to a premature death, a child then loses a survival parent who has taken on more work to make up the lost income. It's a good idea to take a look at each of these areas individually, and check off each box. Once you are satisfied there are no cracks in that part of the foundation, then you are ready to start focusing on the accumulation and on proper asset allocation. If you want a further explanation and take a look at it in person or over a Skype call, like I said, go ahead and don't hesitate to make a click down there. We can sit down, and I'll give you an hour of my time to go ahead and sit down and go over your own specific situation. Of course, it'll be as simple as we sit down and we find out what it is that might be going on, and I'll be super transparent, and we'll go ahead and we'll see if anything works out. Thanks so much.